One theory is that General Chao chicken did not originate in China. No way. It actually originated at Shun Li's palace in New York City. That's one theory. That's the theory I'm going with because sounds most interesting. But I'm not here to discuss the history of General Chao's chicken. I'm here to discuss the future. And the future is cauliflower. We're going to substitute the cauliflower for the chicken, and that's going to make it a little more healthy, and it's also going to make it a little more vegan. I took all those flavors, traditional flavors from General Chao's chicken, and really simplified them and made it very easy to create this wonderful dish that's going to be your go-to Asian dish. So let's get cooking. We're using a medium-sized head of cauliflower, and I'm going to cut it into florets. And here it is. Now what I want to do with this, I'm not going to fry this. I'm going to roast it. I'm going to roast it just 15 minutes, 375 degrees, so that it's still going to be a little crunchy inside. And that crunchiness is going to give the illusion of the texture of a fried food. So I want to give this a little spray with some oil, just so it won't burn. And then in the oven it goes. 375 degrees for 15 minutes. Now we're going to put together our sauce, starting with 1/3 cup of vegetable broth, 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce. I use Kikkoman, that's fine. Use whatever soy sauce you like. 1.5 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing wine. This is just a rice wine. Shaoxing is a very nice wine used in Chinese cooking. If you don't have Shaoxing wine, use a little bit of dry sherry. It works just the same way. I use 1 tablespoon. 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar. Okay, I got this in a Chinese store, that's why it's really fancy. You can use any kind of rice vinegar you want. And we're going to use 2 teaspoons. We have vinegar in here, so what you need is something to balance it, right? Chinese cooking is all about balancing. So you have sweet, you have sour, you have savory, you have spicy, and right now we have some brown sugar. That's going to balance out that acid from the vinegar. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. And now we come to the spicy part. Okay, so I'm using crushed red pepper. You can use Szechuan peppercorn. That's more traditional, a little bit more difficult to find. This you can find in any grocery store. This is where you take control of the dish. If you like your dish very spicy, you can add a tablespoon of the red pepper. If you like your dish a little spicy, you could add a teaspoon. I add a 1/2 teaspoon. It gives me a little bit of spice, but not overwhelmingly spicy. You can adjust according to your taste. 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. And this is most of your sauce. Today, as an added feature, I am cooking with my new wok. Okay, I just got this wok. I'm very excited about it, so I'm going to cook with it. You can cook with a pan. It'll come out just fine. There's something that the Chinese say that the wok adds a little bit of extra flavor. So it's nice. It's a little more, to me, it's a little more authentic. I like it. You want to go get a wok? I got this in a Chinese store for like $12. They have them online. They're a little more expensive. Like at Amazon, they're about $30, $40. This is just fine. It's just fine wok. It's good. I like the one with 2 handles. This doesn't have 2 handles, but it's a small wok. Good to like stir fry for 2 people. It's the perfect size for that. So very good. We're going to use that today. The first thing we have to do is turn the fire on and really get this wok hot. Okay, I just added a tablespoon of oil to the wok. If you want to know if it's hot enough, just get a little bit of water on the tip of your finger. That means the oil is hot. And I'm going to add here 4 cloves of garlic and 2 teaspoons of fresh ginger. Really, both are minced, chopped very fine. Woo! You can smell that already. I don't want to brown it. I just want to get it cooked. Smells very fragrant. Then you remember this mixture with all the liquids and the sugar and everything that we just put together. Okay, now I'm going to give it a little mix, make sure it's all mixed together, and then pour it right in. And that's going to come to a simmer. Okay, you can see how that's boiling, right? Now we have this mixture. This is two tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water, called a slurry. I mix it with my finger until it's all creamy. It looks like the consistency of heavy cream. And then I'm going to pour it in and mix as I pour it in. And it's going to create a glaze. I have to bring this back to a boil and shut it off. See, it's got that kind of thick glaze look to it. Now, remember the cauliflower we put in the oven. Hey, this cauliflower has actually been in the oven 20 minutes because I checked in 15 minutes, it wasn't quite ready. I put it back in for 5 minutes. It's fantastic. It's roasted, no color, a little crisp still. Beautiful, perfectly cooked. I'm going to put this cauliflower into this sauce. I told you this dish was going to be easy, it's going to be quick, it's going to be delicious. But we're not done yet. I'm going to finish this off with a little bit of toasted sesame seeds. Just like that. Oh, that's it. Now, look at that. That's some restaurant quality General Chow over here. Absolutely delicious. Before I dig into this, I got to remind you, I have another video, Dan Noodles. You got to try it. Spicy, savory, delicious. I'll see you there.